They say the sea belongs to no one, but once it had kings, not crowned with gold, but with salt and steel. Men whose thrones were the decks of their ships, and whose empire stretched as far as the horizon. They were the pirates. In the 17th century, while Europe fought for continents, a different world was born in the Caribbean. A world without kings or crowns, only wind, gunpowder, and gold. Outcasts from the Navy, runaway sailors, and dreamers from every land all found a new life beneath the black flag. But pirates were not merely thieves. They were rebels, men and women who refused to bow before empires. They believed that on the open sea, every soul had the right to freedom, even if the price was blood. They attacked ships heavy with gold from the New World and vanished into the mist. In every port, rum flowed, songs echoed, and legends grew. Their flag became a symbol of terror and of freedom. The skull upon the black cloth was a warning. Death makes us equal. Centuries may have passed, but their names still whisper through the waves. Blackbeard, who lit fuses in his beard to strike fear into the hearts of men. And Bonnie, who fought beside men to prove that a pirate's heart knows no gender. Each had a story, but all served one master, the sea itself. This was a world where the law was written by the blade, a time when one map could cost you your life. The story of the pirates is the story of those who dared to live without rules. And even now, when waves crash against the old wrecks near the Caribbean shores, it feels as if the wind still whispers their names.
Quest for knowledge.
In the 16th century, the world was changing faster than ever before. Spain, England, Portugal, and France were conquering new lands and plundering the riches of the New World. Ships returned from the Americas heavy with gold, silver, and jewels, sailing across endless oceans where there were no laws, no kings, only wind, waves, and temptation. And it was there, upon these waters, that piracy was born. At first, it began under royal command. English monarchs gave private captains permission to attack Spanish fleets. They were called privateers, pirates by order of the crown. Armed with letters signed by the king himself, they struck enemy ships and claimed the treasures as their own. It was war without declaring one. But greed is stronger than loyalty. In time, the privateers asked themselves, why share the gold with a king who never sailed a single storm? They broke free and became true pirates. Their strongholds rose on wild islands, the Bahamas, Tortuga, Port Royal. No rulers, no laws, only rum, gunpowder, and the rule of strength. In the taverns gathered every kind of soul. Sailors, deserters, adventurers, and even noblemen who'd lost everything. They formed crews, chose captains, and set sail hunting for gold, glory, and freedom. And so began the golden age of piracy, a time when the sea itself became a battlefield between empires and men who refused to kneel. Every ship that rose on the horizon could be the last you ever saw.
The early 18th century, a time in the Caribbean, became the capital of chaos. Empires fought for gold, and pirates fought for freedom. This was the golden age of piracy, an era when the oceans belonged to men and women who feared nothing but the calm before a storm. On the islands of Tortuga, the Bahamas, and Jamaica rose entire pirate cities. There was only one law, the law of strength. Anyone could become a captain if they had the courage and the blade. In the taverns, legends were born. Sailors sang about Blackbeard, Captain Edward Teach, who lit fuses in his beard to appear like a demon from hell. His ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge, struck terror into even the mightiest navies. Others became just as famous. Henry Morgan, the pirate who turned into a knight and the governor of Jamaica. Charles Vane, the ruthless captain who bowed to no flag. But not all pirates were men. Anne Bonny and Mary Read disguised themselves as men and fought beside the fiercest sailors. Their courage became a symbol of freedom that no empire could destroy. Pirates' life was short, but it burned bright. They looted ships, shared treasure equally, drank rum, and sang till dawn. On board, they followed the pirate code, a written set of rules that decided every man's share, from the captain to the lowest gunner. If the captain became unjust, the crew could remove him. It was democracy upon the waves. Beneath the black flag, they were equals. Men and women who obeyed neither God nor king, only the call of the sea. They built no kingdoms, raised no temples, yet their legacy endures in the very idea of what it means to be free. Because every soul who has ever felt the wind in their sails knows true freedom always comes with a price.
Every legend must end. Even the freest of men, the pirates, could not defy empires forever. The early 18th century became an age of great hunting. England, Spain, and France, nations that once hired pirates, now hunted them to extinction. The seas turned into a battlefield of vengeance. Imperial fleets sailed forth to erase the black flags from the horizon. The taverns of Tortuga grew silent. Port Royal, once the city of sin, was swallowed by an earthquake and tsunami, as if nature itself wanted to erase the age of piracy. One of the last great captains was Blackbeard. His final battle became the stuff of legend. November 1718, off the coast of North Carolina, his ship Queen Anne's Revenge clashed with the British Navy in a storm of smoke and fire. 5 gunshots, 20 cuts, and only then did he fall. Some say his body, even headless, walked 5 steps before it collapsed. Thus ended the age of fear and freedom. Many were hanged in the ports they once ruled. Others vanished into jungles, living as hunters and smugglers. By the 1720s, the great captains were gone, dead or imprisoned. But the idea survived. To thousands of sailors and dreamers, the word pirate meant not thief, but someone who refused to kneel. They left behind more than terror. They left a myth of the open sea, of life without chains, of freedom worth dying for. And though the last cannon fell silent, in the whisper of the waves, one could still hear, "Freedom never dies. It only hides among the storms."
When the cannons fell silent, the sea did not rest. It kept its secrets and its gold. They say that during the Golden Age, pirates stole the equivalent of over 1 billion gold coins. Yet most of those treasures were never found. They buried their gold on deserted islands, marking maps with X's, creating riddles and codes, sometimes just to make sure no one but them could ever claim it. Many died before they could return. and thus was born the legend of the pirate's curse. Every hunter who sought those riches risked madness or death. Ships vanished, expeditions disappeared, and the sea swallowed their dreams whole. In the 18th century, rumors of hidden treasure spread faster than the trade winds. Tales of Tortuga, Nassau, and the Cayman Islands whispered in every port. And even today, 300 years later, treasure hunters still set sail, chasing the same dream. They dive through shipwrecks, study ancient maps, and crawl through coral caves, sometimes finding nothing but rusted spoons, and sometimes just glowing with gold like sunlight, waiting 3 centuries to be free. But the greatest treasure the pirates left behind was not gold. It was the idea of freedom, the spirit that refuses to be chained. For the sea is more than water. It is a mirror of the human soul, always restless, always reaching beyond the horizon. And if one day you hear a whisper in the waves, perhaps it's one of them guarding his treasures still.
The sea remembers everything. It holds the stories of those who dared to sail beyond the edge of the world. The pirates may have vanished from the maps, but never from the hearts of dreamers. They became symbols of freedom, courage, and living without fear. And everyone who stares into the horizon feels that same call, the call of adventure. As long as there are those who dream of freedom, the legend of the pirates will never die. If you enjoyed this story, support the channel with a like and a subscription. It helps us create even more amazing journeys through history and the open sea. And remember, the greatest treasure isn't gold, it's the path you choose to sail.